Hello, Louisiana Beer Reviews. We're doing Lazy Magnolia. I don't know the name of it.
I'm sorry. Salted caramel peanut. So this is an imperial brown ale, which their base beer is a pecan ale. So I would assume that they use that. This coming in at 9.0% alcohol. This is from our friends in Kiln, Mississippi. And this is going to have like a salted caramel base, kind of like a candy note to it. I would assume by the
Yeah, you said peanut. I knew that wasn't right. Pecan.
No, it says pecan.
Yeah, you said peanut. You didn't realize.
All right, moving on. So we're gonna play on words. So we're gonna go ahead and crack this open, see what it's all about.
I don't play on words, just the incorrect word. Right.
Okay.
I play on words would be like two peanuts were walking and one was assaulted.
What was the other one?
Get it? Two peanuts were walking and one was assaulted. All right.
Oh.
So you tried this before. I've never seen this in my life, and I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I saw this. I got this from Elio's wine warehouse in New Orleans. Sometimes they'll get some things in and they'll break up the 6-packs or 4-packs and they'll sell them as singles. So they had them in a little single dispenser per se. And I was walking past and I was like, oh, look at that. And I have not seen it anywhere else either. So I don't know if this was a special brought in or what's going on with it.
Bold imperial brown ale flavors play in harmony with sweet and savory salted caramel notes. Best served poured on a snifter style. Okay, now,
Snifter style.
so it contains wheat and pecans, and it has natural flavors added, which is probably like caramel flavoring and salt.
Yeah, so from that description, you would probably say it's going to be like a cross between a pecan, praline, and maybe some kind of like a salted pretzel mix, I would think.
Probably pralines, as some people say. It's brown. Huh, another brown beer. Okay. Not much head of foam, not much lacing, like the last one.
Well, it is 9% alcohol, so let's not forget that.
Those usually don't have
strong ale.
Yeah, and those don't usually have a lot of
No.
head or lace.
All right. Cheers. Let's go ahead and taste this, see what it's all about. Of course, this is one of those beers that are kind of off in its own little category. We don't really know what to expect from this other than strong, I'd say strong ale flavored, or flavored strong ale.
I'm not picking up a lot of nose. Maybe a little caramel or malt, like roasted malt, barley malt.
Did you taste it yet?
No, I was smelling it. Pecans, caramel, salted caramel, and the beer base, the bready like sour beer base.
Mm-hmm.
Not a sour beer like people
Well,
say.
almost
sour.
like kind of like a sourdough is going on. Not something offensive, but
To me, most beers I try that people say are sours are really tart.
right.
Where to me,
I
sour
get
is
that.
like sourdough or like sour milk or sour cream. Not to me, there's two different flavors. Tart is not sour to me. Doesn't taste like a praline because that's really sugary. Although caramel is made from sugar.
No,
It tastes
you know
like
what it tastes
buttery
like? You ever had those
caramel.
those pecans where they call them praline frosted, where they just kind of like take them and dip them in pralines and take them out and they dry them.
I haven't had those.
Oh, well, that's what it tastes like to me. Like a salted pecan has been dipped in like a praline sauce.
It tastes like a dessert beer. After eating that taco salad, I was thinking, man, I wish I had something sweet for dessert. No, and I just did. Right? High, medium body. Kind of dry finish. Not a heavy body beer, though. On the sweetness scale, it's probably three and a half or four out of 5 sugar cubes. Bitterness, maybe 1 out of 5 how comes this is not a bitter beer. Just like the last beer we had, the Modelo is probably more bitter than this. Well, I like it. I mean, you wouldn't want to drink too much of it because that dessert stuff would start making you like, ugh. Yeah, but
Right.
for a treat, 1 can, yeah, sure, I'll give it an A.
Are you grading it already?
Yeah.
I gotta give it a solid A. Like I said, it's obscure, it's different. To me, it's really tasty. It is kind of like a dessert beer, and that pecan just kind of lingers on your palate.
I'm gonna go with 96 out of 100.
All right, I'm right there with you. I'm gonna give it a 96, 7, around that range.
It's got that little shrink wrap label. Most of their cans are not shrink wrap, but I do believe the Sly Fox is, isn't it? That Imperial one IPA. I didn't like it. Had no flavor. You know, the alcohol was starting to show up in the flavor, and it's tasting like sherry. There's a little sherry note.
It does kind of have that high-end note.
Sherry, like cream sherry. That's strange. Never had a beer that tastes like cream sherry before, but I like it. Anyway, that's it.
That's it, kids.
There's a big pecan with caramel and salt and everything. So there it is. Thanks for letting me try it. And if you ever get to try it, buy it. But most people that watch are like, I never. Oh, December 16th, 2021. So not even 2 months old at the time of the recording. I'm sorry, a lot of beers we try that is not sold too far away from here, but it works both ways because a lot of people I watch do beers I never heard of and have no chance of getting.
Yeah.
So, not much chance of getting. Les Bon Temps Relais, we're going to end this review by saying y'all go to Kiln, Mississippi and tour the Lazy Magnolia Brewery, which is something I should do one day because I've never done it.
Well, I
You
think
have
they keep
it?
some strange hours.
Oh, it's not all time open.
I don't think so.
Thanks, everybody.
Drink better beers.